Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Game From Scratch, and yesterday I broke the, I guess we could call it somewhat unfortunate news that Canva were buying Affinity. Now, a lot of us use Affinity. I know I have recommended Affinity to a great number of you, and I know from comments that a lot of you are really liking their products. And then Canva went and bought them, and the general response to this was the same one that I had. Bleep. So yeah, in the YouTube comments for that particular video and on Twitter, basically 90% of the comments is, here comes the subscription. There's just no getting away from this. Canva is a subscription-based service. We're going to see a subscription coming from Affinity for version 3 and beyond. First off, if you have no idea what the heck an Affinity is, it's a suite of products. They make Adobe alternatives. So the one that I use most often is Affinity Designer. This is a vector graphics application, kind of like Adobe Illustrator. Then they also make Affinity Photo. This is like a Photoshop alternative, and then they also make Publisher. Now, the other day, I said that Publisher was like an alternative to Adobe Publisher, which would make a lot of sense, but apparently it is more like InDesign. Now, the reason why we all love these products is, well, first off, they're good products, but secondly, look at this. You buy them and you own them. That is the key thing here with Affinity. You pay one price, a very reasonable price, and then these are yours to keep forever. And the only time you have to really make an upgrade is when they go to the next version, Affinity 3 suite of tools, and that's probably a few years down the road. And by the time they went from Affinity 1 to Affinity 2, I felt that the price tag was more than justified. So I can totally understand why everybody was so worried about this going subscription-free. And thankfully, I can tell you all, you don't have to panic. Grab your towel, don't panic, let's move on. Because Canva/Affinity released the following email. Now, interestingly enough, my wife got this and I didn't. We both have purchased from Affinity, so I don't know how this actually made the distribution. But yeah, here is the announcement from the Affinity and Canva teams. As we step into our shared future, we are committing to 4 pledges that we're excited to share with our current and future Affinity community. So those 4 pledges are, number 1, fair pricing. Perpetual licenses will always be offered. I know that's what a lot of people have been waiting for. So yes, perpetual licenses will continue, and we will always price Affinity fairly and affordably. Number 2, accelerating Affinity. Affinity is here to stay. It will remain the highest quality pro design suite, and we will now accelerate the rollout of new features. Number 3, accessible for all. Affinity Suite will soon be made available without charge to schools and registered nonprofits. That's definitely cool. And number 4, community-led. We are committed to shaping Affinity's future guided by your ideas and feedback. So let's get into a little bit more detail about all 4 of those pledge. So first off, earlier this week, we shared the news that Affinity had been acquired by Canva. As the dust settles on our announcement, we wanted to say more about our future and our commitment to the Affinity community. Since our inception, both of our companies have shared the same mission and vision. We were both founded with the belief that design shouldn't be limited to those who can afford complex software. Our goal has been to make the highest quality design tools available to the largest number of people with fair, transparent, and affordable pricing at our core. By joining forces, we are looking forward to accelerating this shared vision. Above all, together, we have committed to continuing and amplifying Affinity's position as the highest quality professional-grade design suite on the market, while continuing to empower millions of designers to unlock their creativity and achieve their goals. So back to those 4 pillars. Number 1, we are committed to fair, transparent, and affordable pricing, including perpetual licenses that have made Affinity special. We share a commitment to make design fairer and more accessible. For Canva, this has meant making our core products available for free to millions of people across the globe, and for Affinity, this has meant a fairly priced perpetual license model. We know this model has been a key part of the Affinity offering, and we are committed to continue to offer perpetual licenses in the future. If we do offer a subscription, it will only ever be as an option alongside the perpetual model for those who prefer it. This fits with enabling Canva users to start adopting Affinity. It could also allow us to offer Affinity users a way to scale their workflows using Canva as a platform to share and collaborate on their Affinity assets if they choose so. This makes a lot of sense, actually, because right now they have 2 products. One is a license-based, the other one is a subscription-based. It does make sense to extend that subscription to include Affinity's products, which is where I see this going. There might be a Canva Plus where you also get Affinity products out of it, and you might also get Affinity plus Canva somehow in the future. This makes sense. This is synergy between the companies as long as they stick to that commitment to keep the perpetual licensing in place. And then we get into pillar number 2, or pledge 2. We will double down on expanding Affinity's products through continued investment in Affinity as a standalone product suite. We believe Affinity is the highest quality professional grade design suite on the market. It's non-destructive, super fast, and easy to use. As such, we want to reassure you that it is not going anywhere. In fact, we're committing to using our shared resources to continue expanding Affinity's products through further investment in Affinity as a standalone product suite. We are looking forward to accelerating the rollout of highly requested features such as variable font support, blend and width tools, auto object selection, multiple page spreads, EPUB export, and much more. These additions will further cement Affinity as the best advanced design suite on the market and will be released over the coming year as updates to V2. So the good news there is Affinity is going to stay a standalone product. It's not going to be incorporated into the Canva suite of tools, and you get an idea of what their development roadmap going forward is, at least on the V2 version. We don't know what will happen with V3 feature set anyways. We will continue to provide Affinity free for schools. We will provide, not continue to provide because this is new, we will provide Affinity free for schools and not-for-profits. So Canva has pledged 30% of its value as a company towards doing good in the world through its two-step plan, offers premium plans at no cost to schools and NFPs all over the world. More than 60 million students and teachers plus 600,000 charities and registered nonprofits benefit from this each month. We are excited to extend this program to include free access for schools and nonprofits to designers, designer, photo, and publishers. These professional-grade tools will add enormous value to this free offering, helping millions of students to master the craft of design and empowering mission-driven organizations to amplify their voices and maximize their input. So that's pretty awesome, actually. The Affinity suite of tools are now going to be available for free to nonprofits and educational organizations. We will share more details of this in the coming months, including what it means for our education and NFP customers that already use Affinity. And pledge number 4, we are committed to listening and being led by the design community at every step in this journey. Affinity and Canva were both founded on the basis that their respective communities of expert and non-expert designers deserve better. The tools available were overly complex, overly priced, or both. We know designers deserve better, they deserve the highest quality tools to serve their needs, and they deserve to be treated fairly. We also believe the design community also knows best what it needs. As such, we are committed to shaping our product based on your ideas, your feedback, and your needs. To kick this off, we'd love to learn more about what you'd like to see as we embark on this next chapter of our journey. Would you like to see in Affinity? What features have you been dreaming of? What would you love to achieve? And then there's a feedback form available there. And thank you to everybody who has been an integral part of this journey so far. We're excited for the future and can't wait to see what we can build together. With gratitude and excitement, the Affinity and Canva teams. Now, of course, they could be lying. This jaded, cynical bastard in me always thinks that when it comes to companies. But honestly, as far as a mission statement or commitment goes, there's not a lot of ambiguity here. They've pretty much committed to what everybody was afraid of. Affinity is going to stay a standalone product suite. It is going to continue to get the perpetual licensing. And then on top of that, it is also going to be available for nonprofits and schools completely free in the next couple of months. So truth of the matter is, this is actually taking what was a very scary thing to being a slightly less scary and potentially quite positive development with the merger of Affinity and Canva. So let me know what you think. Are you an Affinity user, and does this make you feel a little bit better? Let me know. Comments down below. I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.